What? Oh, he's a rider.
Welcome back to the channel, everybody. I'm sorry it's been a while since I put out a video, and I'm also sorry that this isn't a track car SOS video. I've been a bit distracted this year doing other things, and that is what has led to this video. It's going to be a bit different, but the day one subscribers who know the roots of this channel, or anyone who's observant and has seen in the background, it's going to be related to something else that I enjoy doing, and that is riding bikes. It's going to involve this bike here, which, as you can see, is a road bike. So probably a lot less interesting than the fantastic intro I put in to get you all hyped up. So what am I talking about? Bikes. So I have done a lot of bike riding in my time. I've done many things on bikes, but there's one thing I've never done, and people who know me might humorously suggest that that would be clean a bike, but that's not what's happening. What I've never done is ride point to point from A to B a long distance, and that's what's going to happen in this video, hopefully. So I have been watching various videos of people doing great adventures on bikes and big long rides and doing all kinds of things, and I thought that that looked fun, so I would like to do it, and that is hopefully what we're going to do in this video. And so I'm going to cycle from Nottingham to Cardiff, and I've planned out this route, and it tells me that it's 270 kilometers, assuming that I don't get lost. And I'm not great at the navigation side, even though I'm going to have the Garmin telling me where to go. I do quite often get lost. So let's talk touring modifications to the beast. This is pretty much it. I've got my normal light that I use, but I've bolted this Garmin mount so I can put that there, because I think riding 270 kilometers is going to take me quite a long time. I don't know how long yet. We'll discuss that on the day, but I think there's going to be some riding in the dark. So we've got the light to go on, and that's pretty much it. We do have a little bag on here, which is mainly an inner tube and spares. We got the pump in its aero position, so that's good. Gears, electronic, they are charged up. Electric gears are great. They've only let me down once, and that was in the big race that I'd spent months training for. That's the bike, that's the plan. We'll come back in a couple of days, bright and early in the morning, and we will see what happens. We are back bright and early as promised. It's 6 minutes past 5, and we are ready to go. Starting to get a little bit lighter. I've lost the jacket. I've taken it off, I haven't lost it. Oh, popped. And yeah, I've had a banana. And let's go. There are some pretty good place names on the route. We are currently cycling Sheepy Magna. Just an update. I try and bring you all the best place names that we go through. 2 hours in,
and I'm just trying to keep the speed controlled. My plan is don't pedal very hard at the start, take it easy and save myself for whatever comes at the end. So far the main challenge is slowing down, because you feel fresh at the start and you want to send it, but that's not wise. Alright, so let's talk the route for today. 270 kilometers without getting lost. I've already had one off-course moment, but I think we're okay. Now, how I made the route, hold on, hill. So I made the route just by putting in the start and end on Komoot, and it gave me a route. I then, wherever it took me through a big city, I then used random waypoints to steer it where I wanted. So it was going to take me through Birmingham on some cycle paths. So all I did was place a random waypoint, not in Birmingham, and it rerouted me through there. And so far, I'm pretty impressed. Considering I did pretty much zero research, it's all been quite nice so far. But I'll update you on how that goes. It's pretty cool. I got one for any fans of vintage motorbikes. Okay, just now leaving a place called Wootton Wawen, and hopefully this sign will say that. It didn't say that, but the place was called Wootton Wawen. Just crossing the 100k mark, feeling pretty good. Still in like standard distance territory. Average speed is creeping up a little bit, so maybe that's good, maybe that's bad. So the route itself is not very hilly. I've had a look, there's only sort of one big hill, and that is the hill to the finish. So the last thing I have to do is the biggest climb, but I don't think it's that big. Should be fine, we'll see how we feel. I don't really know what I should talk about. This probably isn't very interesting. I'm a big fan of the roads that it's chosen. I was worried that it would all be A roads and I'd have cars going past me the whole time, but so far, no problem. There's a car. Right, 100 k's in, we're going to have a stop. I think we'll have a flapjack. So this is one of the things I'm most excited about on this whole thing. So I did the triathlon, and you have to do lots of eating in the triathlon, but it's just gels. Whereas this ride, I've got all kinds of stuff. Look at that, I can just eat whatever I want. Also I got these, pretty excited, digestive creams. I've had custard creams, I've never had a digestive cream. That's good, that. It's good, this, cycling. Also, we got some sweets in there and some Mars bars. So that's for on the move. I'll shut that later. Let's get going again. Right, this is a good one. We're just coming into Flyford Flavel. Where do these names come from? I was also thinking, I was eating my flapjack. Where does the word flapjack come from? That seems, we think that's very normal. Everyone knows what a flapjack is. But what is going on with it? Sit rep. My left foot is a bit numb. But other than that, everything seems okay. So, looks very nice around here. Flyford Flavel is a very nice place to be, I'd say. While it is longer, this is definitely nicer than the drive from Nottingham to Cardiff. Got my glasses on for the blazing sunshine. Loving life. We're going left here, which is a shame because, I don't know if we can see this, doesn't it sound lovely in Upton Snodsbury? Maybe next time. Ooh. Maybe next time we'll go to Upton Snodsbury. Okay. 130 kilometres in. Almost halfway. Also, now the furthest cycle I've ever done. Which means if I take one more pedal stroke, I'll be the furthest from home I've ever been. Update on the condition. The average speed is creeping up a little bit, which I'm trying not to do, because now we're into the unknown. I've never cycled this far. What happens now? So I'm trying not to go too quick. Trying to take it easy, not push too hard on pedals. My left foot is slightly numb, so I think there's something up with my position, but not much I can do about that now. But we're feeling good. Legs are feeling fresh. Roughly halfway in. That was a dead badger. Doing better than he is. Oh. That was an MX-5. That was a Mark III MX-5. What an excellent choice. Just cycling past Clive's fruit farm. Got a little update for you. My foot managed to have a couple of traffic light stops and kind of stretch it out. Switched back on, no longer numb, so that's good. Another thing that's good, that's dawned on me, is technology. Because it took me about 10 minutes to plot this route. Just put down some random waypoints. And it just made a route. Just finds these roads. I'm not going to find this road. So it plots me the whole route, tells me how far it is. And I can just export that to a little magic box. And it just tells me where to go. And cycle 270 kilometres on roads I've never seen before. The cherry field's closed. And all I have to do is follow the computer. That's amazing. It's also amazing that I managed to go wrong so often. But that's more just down to me not paying attention, more so than a problem with the technology. So the verdict is, there's a car behind me. Technology good. I've been very complimentary about the route that it's picked me. And this is fine, but it's close. If this turns to gravel, I'll be upset. And here we go, look at this. Secret tunnel. Oh, off-road. Oh my god. Some nice rock formations through here. We're also looking for a good place to stop for lunch. Oh, this is getting dicey. Still fine, but not ideal. I'm looking for roads. That's all right, isn't it? Think how much space all these people have to weld up rusty MX-5s in their gardens. They're missing a trick. Alright, the road has returned to acceptable, so commute's still in the good books. Okay, I was hoping for a nicer spot, but this is what we have. It's a little bit away from the road. Gonna have some lunch here, have a little rest, and then get back to it. So what is for lunch? Let me tell you. A homemade, home-packed burrito. Look at this. Boom. So I'm gonna eat this, have a little rest, and then I'll come back. Now this is going to be the secret to finishing the journey. This is some turbo juice here. You can forget energy gels and mainly just energy gels. It's a one-to-one solution of water and sugar with some salt in it. So that's everything you need there. Delicious. We're back rolling again. Lots of food consumed. I feel nicely energized. We've got about 100 kilometers to go. We're somewhere in the Forest of Dean or near the Forest of Dean. Okay, I've been praising the route a lot, and this is the first time it's let me down. It wants me to do 4 kilometers down that dual carriageway, and I don't think I want to do that, so I'm going to try and find a different way, which I don't. So not ideal, but we're going off route. Okay, a plan is developing. Don't worry too much about how I got here, rights of way, technicalities like this, but I'm heading for hopefully a path that will go down the river and avoid this dual carriageway. Now, I might have gone for the dual carriageway if there were 2 lanes open and cars could get past me. Still not exactly what I want to do, but one of them was closed and there didn't seem to be any kind of hard shoulder or anything to cycle in, so not really what I want to be doing. It'd be a shame to come so far and then be killed. So we're going to cycle on this. Alright. Now, she's not exactly built for off-road, but I think we'll manage. Whoa. Now, if we're going to get a puncture, this is probably the time. I'll come back to you when we sorted this out, but it's all very nice and autumnal around here. I'm going to need 2 hands, so I'll check back in. This is what I was imagining when I came on a long road bike ride. Got a little on-board action. Look at that, we're through the worst of it now, surely. Now we're just in a field. Garmin is being an absolute joker here. Look at this. I basically want to cross up and figure out something on this road, which is just up there, which I think there's a path. But its suggestion, good one, is to loop all the way back around, back to where I started, and go back on the dual carriageway. I think we'll put that one down as a no. There we go, this is what I didn't want to be part of. Alright, we are making some progress. This is the roundabout. No, we haven't. The problem isn't entirely solved, but cycling around one roundabout seems more palatable than cycling down 4 kilometres of dual carriageway. I was hoping that there might be a pedestrian crossing, but we may just have to send this. Okay, we survived. Roundabout complete. We're back en route. That did cost us some time, but it didn't cost us our lives. So that's probably a fair trade. Onwards. So I will admit that the part of the route, the section of the route surrounding and going through Monmouth, not so good. But I think we're through that now. And onwards into Wales. We went into Wales somewhere on that river path situation. They didn't put up a sign, but we're there now. Alright, 220k's in, just coming up on 10 hours. The shortcut through the river path really cost us some average speed. Feeling fresh, so I'm going to aim for a 12-hour finish, which I think is doable. Should be. So we'll see if we can maybe pick the pace up a little bit, or keep the pace up. A couple of sheep over there. That's the plan. Keep moving, keep pedaling. Right, I'm still moving, but to be honest, since we've hit Wales, just the whole route is just going wrong. Could have done with some more research, I think. A lot of cycle paths and bits you can't go very quick on, or bits you don't really want to cycle on. So we'll know for next time. Alright, we've got about 15k to go. Report, everything feels pretty good. A bit tired, but my knee hurts quite a lot. But maybe that's good. Maybe it would be disappointing if you did a big thing like this and it was just easy. So a little bit of knee pain, we'll take that. Some of the navigation is starting to wind me up a little bit. Poor Garmin has received some abusive language, but he's tough, he can take it. So we press on to the finish. Oh dear, there is a hill. We've had the last of the gummy berry juice. Right, we're ready for the final push. Last 15k. The average speed not looking great, but we're still going. Whoa. See you there. Okay, we're done. There was a nice punchy 2k climb at the end. About 273 kilometers, and we got there. Set off at about 5:15 in the morning and arriving now at about 5:15 in the evening, so that's a solid day's ride. And there's my perfectly good car that I could have driven in, ready to take me home.